having winning seasons and being mediocre.
The Star.
Yeah, y'all already know. Seven the Panther. That dude Fizz on the beat. Yeah. We live in entertainment. Sound change. Crown the kings, homie. This is where it get ill. About to have the tip off live as a tip drill. From the court to the diamond, to the track, to the big skin, flying around the field, starting five forever, keeping it real. If it matters in the world of sports, blue jeans and long sleeves, they taking no shorts. Hot to death, oh yes, these are the sports podcasts live as a pros course. Biz market wave, the starting five goes off. No matter who you cheer for, emotions out the window, they analyzing with clear thoughts. They take it way deeper than the force ever. No longer got any use for the four letters. The latest news, score stats and the view from the sideline. Ain't no guideline, it's just the truth. Yeah, no need to dig for a pardon line. It's always this season of people starting five. We going in on three, run the baseline, start five. We got what you need. If it's sports news you see, we don't waste time. We talking cause we live it. We got what you need. We going in on three, run the baseline, start five. We got what you need. And y'all know me, seven sign, I'm the illest cat stick. I got what you need.
Man, listen. I barely got an intro for y'all, so I'm going to just skip everything. Go to hooksrub.com, 20% off your order. Using that code, starting 5. It's me, the mayor. Still trying to get my stomach together. I'm feeling like shit, though. What up, TJ?
What up? It's good. The Mother Nature's teasing us. It was 75 in the afternoon and 50 by 7 o'clock. That shit was crazy. Also, shout out to my New York Yankees for creating some history yesterday. First 3 batters on the first 3 pitches hitting home runs, setting the team high record of 9 home runs. And the first 6 batters in the order all hit a home run during the game. Aaron Judge 4 for 6 with 8 RBIs. He just hit another 200 homer today. He's got 10 RBIs in 2 days. That shit is ridiculous. And 4 home runs. He hit 3 yesterday by himself. Besides that, I'm feeling good. Knicks are playing well, just enough to keep their head above water and keep the 3rd place. So I got no complaints. I got 2.5 weeks before I go on vacation. Life is good. What up, Jay?
What's up, y'all? Happy to be back here. Echoing what TJ said. The Yankees off to a hot start. I just hope this nigga Judge learn how to hit in the postseason, but that's we're gonna say that. We still got some months for that. Knicks is keeping above water, playing well enough just to get a 2nd round exit, so that's cool. Heading on vacation in a little less than 2 weeks. I'm just trying to get over whatever this neuro COVID flu, whatever shit I got. And just happy to be here chopping up with y'all. And that's it, passing it over to the listener.
Yeah, everybody going on vacation soon. I'm going on a cruise on the 20th of April because my birthday is on the 16th. I'm going to be going on a cruise on the 20th of April. So shout out to the vacations, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going April 27th, bro. I'm out of here.
Like I was saying before the show got started, is that I had a good week of vindication because I heard.
Hold that, because we're going to talk about that in the kickoff.
Well, I got another one too. Kobe vindicated me too because Kobe said, not Kobe. I'm talking about Kobe.
I want to say,
Kobe
talking to you, bro? Who are you talking to?
Kobe still say stuff to me. He don't talk to y'all. He talk to me, bro.
Oh man, you can have a long talk offline. Make sure you're good.
Anyway, as I was saying, LeBron James vindicated some of my hate because he said on the Pat McAfee show when asked about Kobe, LeBron said he didn't have a relationship with Kobe. It was more of a competition. And he said that he was sorry that he lost to the Orlando Magic and prevented him and Kobe from having that showdown that he came in the league for them to have. And that's the main reason why I got the sports hate that I do in the vitriol that I have for LeBron. So we ain't close, but he's vindicated my thoughts because he feels the same way. And he knows that what I know, that when he lost to Orlando, he fucked that up. And he admitted it on Pat McAfee. And so I'm having a good week.
Okay. LeBron was a second-year
Nobody
player,
cares,
not a veteran, but whatever. You know,
LeBron said it himself.
he was a second-year player, man.
Wow, the hate don't stop, man.
That team wasn't that team wasn't gonna make it to the finals anyway.
Yes, they was. They only had to beat Orlando.
Well, anyway, man, it's your boy Big O right here, man. You know, another big down, man. You know, I'm jealous, man. I'm not going on vacation, nothing like that. But you know, it's what it is, man. Yo, I'm looking forward to a good show. I really want to talk about what the shit that Lisbeth had to say right before we started, man. But I'm gonna let Dan get into that. I'm gonna let Dan kick it off, man. Dan, that's
He
your
on
fault.
Mute.
Sorry, y'all. But Tyrone, go ahead. You was about to say something before.
I was about to. So when the conversation came up about Mike Tomlin being fired, and I don't like to advocate for somebody being fired, but I've made the statement and I stand on it that Mike Tomlin wouldn't have got on my plane after that playoff loss because the Pittsburgh Steelers is living in mediocrity. I said it, but then I said even if they didn't fire him, that Mike Tomlin should want to leave because if they're not doing anything, they don't care. And I said that the Pittsburgh Steelers organization is fine with having winning seasons and being mediocre and not winning anything else. And I just feel vindicated because as I watch sports shows, ESPN and First Take and Get Up and all of those shows in the morning, they was questioning why the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't make a move at quarterback, why they signed Mason Rudolph, why they're waiting on Aaron Rodgers, who ain't their quarterback of the future, why they got rid of Justin Fields. They didn't even try to keep Russell Wilson and all that. And it was stated that they're fine with living in the mediocrity that they live in. They're fine with just having 9 and 8 seasons and losing in the first round of the playoffs. And I just feel vindicated because y'all sit up here and act like I'm the only one who thinks that way. And now I'm watching these sports shows and they feel the same way I do.
So I have a question. I have a question for you, Dan. I have a question. Is that the moves that are being made or lack thereof? Is that a Mike Tomlin thing or is that a
Also, let me add on my question too, Tyrone, to build on your vindication part. Who were these people that was certifying your opinions?
The people in Mike Greenberg on Get Up and Damian Woody said it on Get Up and on First Take.
So, real quick, before he answers your question to his opinion, well, before we all answer your question about is it a Mike Tomlin thing? So, are their opinions more valued than ours because we're not on TV with them?
Y'all always trying to spin the hate. I'm not saying that.
No. It's not spin the hate because none of them motherfuckers you just mentioned are in the Pittsburgh organization. So it's all just opinion based. So you had ESPN television certify your feelings. I'm not hating. That's okay. I'm just making sure we clarify.
Here's my thing, right? Here's my thing with the whole Mike Tomlin and mediocrity thing or whatever the case is. In the NFL, right? It is extremely difficult for you to end up with a winning season. Right, we're putting that out there. Now, who's to say they fire or they choose to go in a different direction with Mike, and step away from Mike Tomlin, and he brings somebody in, Joe Smith that has a pedigree and he comes from a Bill Belichick family tree or coaching tree or whatever the case is, and he comes in and he does 3-14. You know what I'm saying? We just seen the shit happen with fucking Mayo in New England. You know, it's the same thing. Like
Gerard Mayo couldn't even make it out the whole season.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like these things happen. Like it is so easy to pull up a losing season, a horrible losing season. You know, it happens. I mean,
Imagine. Go ahead, man.
I mean, Tomlin, you're getting a winning chance every year. You know what I'm saying? You make it to the big dance every year. Like,
Sam, he's winning with whatever they put on his plate.
Yeah,
he's winning with whatever they put on his plate. How come the Pittsburgh front office ain't on trial every year?
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so to Dan's point, no, I don't value anyone's opinion more than I value the opinion of the people that I fucks with. Like, I don't know them people in real life. I know you guys in real life. I do a podcast every week with y'all. So of course I value you guys' opinion. I didn't
know George Taylor's peanut butter skin stuff. I do know.
If I didn't, I wouldn't talk to y'all. Y'all wouldn't be able to debate me. But my point is that it still feels vindicated, and it still feels good to have people who actually do this for a living agree with my
Understood.
opinion. You can't hate on that.
You know I got to buck shots at you one way or another. That's all that was. That's all. But back to the whole. But back to what Jamal just kind of certified though, real quick. And hold on, they feed him shit. He turns shit into at least like semi-processed granulated sugar that, like, you know, the stuff that it might give you cancer, but you ain't gonna die from it, and makes you live to see the next day.
And here's what I'm saying. So when I first said that Mike Tomlin should be fired, I think that I would fire him, but I went on the flip side of it. To Jamal's point, if it's the organization, I said that Mike Tomlin should want it to leave. He should have wanted to leave because if it's
why Mike Tomlin got to lose his job anyway for no
right?
reason?
So either which way you put it, you're kicking the man out.
No,
either which way
showing up to work
is.
and doing what's asked of him. He's showing
he
up
said
to
the
work.
black man got to go regardless.
No.
Wait a minute, Tyrone.
That's what you just said.
Tyrone, do you consider the Pittsburgh Steelers a successful franchise? Like every year they go out and they win games?
No.
You criticizing them for winning games?
I'm not criticizing them
for
for
winning games and making the playoffs.
I'm criticizing them because exactly what you're saying is the reason why they don't do shit. It's the reason why Mike Tomlin don't get the personnel he needs. It's the reason why Pittsburgh
you can't. Why would you?
Move.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It is broke.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I'm the front office. Yo,
man.
That's
not.
I'm a fuck.
Yo,
they can't even give him a quarterback.
That's not Mike Tomlin's fault. He's not on the field making plays. What the fuck are you talking about
right now, Tyrone?
I'm gonna fuck y'all up right now. The Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys for 5 years won at least 12 games for 5 years. And all we talk about is how mediocre they are, how terrible they are, how they haven't won championships, and how bad the Cowboys
are.
Wait a minute.
Why is that, Ty? You forgetting the whole we them boys shit and the sports media telling everybody they gonna be a success story every year and trying to be not grounded in reality. That's why their
seasons don't even compare to Pittsburgh seasons. Their seasons
and
don't
they
even
actually
compare
have
to
good
Pittsburgh
rosters.
Seasons.
So
if Mike Tomlin had their talent, I bet you he would have had something.
They would be.
Mike Tomlin don't even have their talent.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He had Mason Rudolph.
Yeah. He's absolutely right.
So, but the point was,
so off of your logic, then, the Los Angeles Lakers, they need to get rid of their whole front office. They just need to gut their front office, boy, because I mean they're not even good enough to make the playoffs every year.
The Lakers won the bubble chip in 2020, right? And they got LeBron.
Did
right?
you say
and they're not winning? And the Lakers
wasn't you the brother that said it didn't count?
Hold on, it don't count. The Lakers do need to get rid of their front office because I said this before. The Lakers are championship or bust. Making the playoffs is not enough. We're having to win the season.
They've been a lot of busting.
And
we're moving the goalposts. Put it back on Pittsburgh. Put it back on Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh been accepting that shit for years. and it's not enough. Having a winning season is not enough for me as a fan. Having a winning season shouldn't be enough for that organization. And Mike Tomlin should want out, because if I can produce a winning season with Mason Rudolph, why wouldn't the team and the general managers and all that, why wouldn't they give me something better to give me a chance to win the Super Bowl?
And this is the fucking problem when it comes to, this is where I understand why Ed Molina vehemently hates Embrace the Debate type television, because Embrace the Debate type, and I mean, and this is shots at what we do, but that type of thinking right there, every fucking coach on every professional sports team would get moved every 2 to 3 years because a team isn't contending for a championship.
No.
When again, yes, according to that,
they are hard.
Exactly. Bro. According to that logic. And what's just as hard, Jamal, is consistently keeping up that level of, yes, never having a losing season should be a big fucking deal as a professional fucking athletic coach.
How many teams are in the NFL?
That is the front.
How many teams in the NFL? 30?
Y'all,
right.
32.
Right.
How many?
Mike Tomlin took that team 32. In 2 Super Bowls.
Y'all basing that logic. Y'all basing that logic on a few years. I'm basing that logic on 16 years.
Tyrone,
that's fine.
Hold on, Jamal.
Coaches right now have more than 1 Super Bowl. How many?
But how long do you have to get it?
How many have more than 1 Super Bowl? It's difficult, fam.
It is.
It's difficult, fam.
What I'm saying
to and hold on. Again, it's not to do this to you, but to do this to you. Hold up your shirt.
Y'all sound like
let's put it in the fucking mirror right now. How many coaches, how many different coordinators, how many different quarterbacks, scenarios, situations has your team been in since the last Super Bowl? Or since the last good playoff run with RG3?
But what changed for them this year? What changed for them this year? What'd they get?
Listen,
they got a blue chip fucking quarterback, right?
First round draft pick quarterback.
All
yep.
Right.
First round pick.
That's what changed.
Explain to me why the personnel, the general managers, the owners, and all of these people in Pittsburgh, explain to me why they're in the situation that they're in right now. You know why they're in the situation that they're in right now? Because they win just enough to stop them from being able to get a quarterback in the draft. And just enough for the owners and whoever else to be satisfied with the bullshit. Just enough for them to keep their coach higher, and just enough to lose again.
They can always make a trade and move up in the draft to get a player they really wanted. If they really wanted.
They 21st. They 21st. They can't move up to get a quarterback.
But they coach up the mediocre quarterback to the playoffs.
And if you see what's going on,
quarterback to the playoffs.
And if you see what's going on right now this year, it doesn't feel like there is an air quotes quarterback that's coming out that's going to be that kind of change that people are chasing after. Yeah, you know what? They are propping up Cam and they're propping up Shador heavy, like they're propping them up. But you see people making moves that it was just like, well, we're not going to go get. Like you don't see nobody that looks like they're clamoring for these guys, which means to me, either later in the rounds or next year that the quarterbacks are coming. But this shit is bigger than quarterback. You know how I feel. This bigger than quarterback anyway.
So why do you think that Pittsburgh in this offseason did nothing? Because they're confident that they can have a winning season with whatever they got. And so they don't care about doing better.
I mean, Tyrone, man, you're a more avid football fan than I am, right?
Average.
So you should know. That.
He said avid, not average.
Oh.
So you should know that. First of all, when it comes to like football, you know, I remember a couple of years ago the Wildcat offense, when the Wildcat offense came into play. How
And Miami popped for 1 year.
Right. Miami was hot for 1 year. Teams were so confused. That
Also
year,
helped they had
that
the
next
fastest
year,
man in the league.
everyone caught up to that offense. You know, and so people like Tomlin, this coach like Tomlin, man, he's able to motivate his players. He's able to, on both sides of the ball, every year to win more games than to lose every year.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have coaches, and I hate to bring up coaches, you know, and shit on them, but you have coaches like Ron Rivera who have a winning. It seems like they have a winning record every one out of 4 years, but he always has a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's difficult as hell, man, to find that right combination to have
A
to
player
have
and
this winning record
quarterback,
every
yeah.
year, man.
I'm not advocating. I was never advocating.
And I'm sorry, not to mention,
And it's
you know,
bigger
you
than player,
still have to bring in
quarterback.
the right personnel to do that.
Two things though. Dan, the reason why nobody can't really jump out the window to get Shedeur or Cam Ward is because the Tennessee Titans was balling with Levis. So ain't no way in hell that the Titans with the #1 pick, they ain't coming off of that. You have to, if you want Cam Ward, you're gonna have to give up the house, the car, the kids, and the wife. And you have to be very confident that this dude is going to take you where you want to go. So nobody's not moving up to #1. And then you got the Giants in there, you got the Browns in there, you got the Saints in there, you got the Raiders in there, you got all teams in the top 10 that are also looking for a quarterback. So you're going to have to spend a lot to get up there to move up to even think that you're going to be able to get Shedeur. So those two dudes are kind of off limits.
No. Hold on. To make yourself sound right, you spun my thing the whole wrong way. I'm saying how the teams that we're looking at, we're talking about a Pittsburgh who they should have kept Justin Fields. They should have never let Justin Fields go to the Jets. But whatever.
I agree.
He moved on for the money. Russell Wilson was a stopgap experiment guy. Whatever the case may be, we're going to talk about that in a second. But we go with the three of y'all. Oh man, my bad. With the three of y'all, we're going to talk about that in a second. But
I got a question for Jamal on that. But yeah.
But the point I was trying to make is it doesn't feel like the teams that we've been, especially the teams we're talking about now, but y'all have been saying quarterback away. Ain't nobody trying to make the moves to get to those spots to get either one of those quarterbacks. So like I said, yeah, a team that has been shit is going to be a team that gets them. And then it's going to be the good old scenario of, well, I thought this guy was supposed to be the guy. And forgetting that the rest of the package is terrible too, so where they can't grow. What I'm saying is again, a Giants doing what they did, a Pittsburgh letting everybody walk and doing what they did. To possibly wait till next year is probably the move. Because if these guys were the guys, then maybe a Pittsburgh was looking to jump up to go get or jump up, but that wasn't the point of just hanging my hat on those two guys. We wasn't moving the goalpost on those two guys. I'm just saying how it feels like nobody's clamoring for either one of those guys, right?
And my point is that it don't feel like that. It's that way, but it's not because of it. It's that way because Pittsburgh's 21st pick. There's no way they're going to get Shedeur. There's no way they can move up to get Shedeur. They got to get up to the top 5. And to get up to the top 5, you got to give up too much.
Yeah, you got to give up some things. Yeah.
Too much shit. Remember, y'all bring up my Washington Redskins. Remember, they gave up everything to get RG3. Everything. The house, the car, the wife, the kids.
And you failed to answer that question too, by the way, but you remembered that part.
You know what I mean?
When we were talking about how hard is it to maintain a level of consistency, and we pointed the mirror right back at your team.
Nobody is talking about Mike Tomlin as a coach. Mike Tomlin is an excellent coach. I'm not saying that. Mike Tomlin, I'm not advocating that Mike Tomlin be fired or that Mike Tomlin leave because he's not a good coach. What I'm advocating is that Mike Tomlin has lived in the mediocrity of Pittsburgh for all that time. So even if Pittsburgh doesn't want to fire him to stir the pot up because they're cool with being mediocre, Mike Tomlin shouldn't be cool with them not providing him the means to not be mediocre. And he
Jamal, I was about to say, he just said, I'm not trying to advocate for it, but what did this conversation start off with? The advocation for the removal of Mike Tomlin.
Not because he's a bad coach. But
I mean,
not because he's a bad coach. I want him
I just had to let him get it out.
Because he deserves better. He should want the team. He deserves better for himself. He should want better for himself. And Pittsburgh should want better for their team too.
I don't know. I think Mike Tomlin is in a position of deserves better. No, deserves better is let me go off into retirement and live my life right now.
Oh man, no.
Because again, I'm sorry. He's got Super Bowl. He's got Super Bowl rings. He's got Super Bowl ring.
No,
okay. Okay, he's got a ring.
How is
he's probably the only coach in history who can say, I've never had a losing record.
How is
Come on.
If you feel like
come on, John Riggins. Come on, John Riggins. Tell me this. Let's go, John Riggins.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this right now, and I don't know.
Let's go, Hogs.
You're proving my point. You just cool with being mediocre. That's fine. Then you want to be mediocre. But for me, if I was one of the greatest coaches in NFL history, I'm not retiring with only one championship in over 20 years. No, that's not good enough for me.
Come on.
I need more than one Super Bowl in 20 years. If I'm going to the big
you can control that. You can't control that.
I need that.
No, TJ, hold on. TJ, you can.
Belichick and Andy
Mike Tomlin,
multiple rings.
Mike Tomlin,
and you can control that by maintaining the fact that you can have a team consistently stay over 500 and at least keep you in contention.
Who's the better coach?
And that's the fucking point. But that's the point.
Dan, also this, Dan. They draft so well. They're so used to being where they're at. They draft well. They always get a top class linebacker. They're always getting a solid defensive end. They're always getting dope offensive linemen. How did they get Pickens? How did they get Pickens 2 years ago? Yeah. Like this dude is a monster. Like, come on, bro.
Who's the better coach?
They know how to draft very well.
This scouting department is top class, man.
Who's the better coach?
If Mike Tomlin had Tom Brady, he have 3 rings.
I'm sorry.
Mike Tomlin had Tom Brady.
Andy Reid was a better coach than Mike Tomlin in Philadelphia pre-rings.
No,
but that's just my bias.
Don't try to spin it.
That's just my bias.
The question is, what coach is better than Andy Reid?
Okay. So
right now.
Here's the thing, though. If Mike Tomlin wants to be comparable to guys like Belichick, comparable to guys like Andy Reid, comparable to guys that have multiple Super Bowl wins, he's got to have multiple Super Bowl wins.
But who's doing the comparison?
Who said he wants that?
It's the fan comparison.
Me, in my head. If I'm Mike Tomlin, I don't want to go out only having one Super Bowl win, bro. That's like saying.
Yo, you finally said the loud part out.
Yo,
you finally said the quiet part out loud.
If you're one of the greatest, listen, you guys are putting this man down as one of the greatest coaches to ever coach in the NFL. And in over 20 years, he only got one Super Bowl. And y'all acting like that should be good enough for him? That he should just retire with that and be cool with it? No, fuck no.
Brother Benz, what's up?
I need at least 2.
Hold on.
Maybe
hold
3.
on. Benz, what's good, brother?
What's good, brother?
So a question for you now, because you came and stepped right into the shit, right? And you're a football guy. Right?
No. Oh no.
All right. So let me ask you, would you, all right, 2 Super Bowls, say 10-year career, but those 2 Super Bowl winning years were your only winning seasons versus 1 Super Bowl of 16 plus years and never having a losing season, which career would you rather have?
I'd rather have the one with winning seasons, personally.
Yeah.
The one Super Bowl with winning seasons.
I don't.
I'm just saying. Right, so Tyrone, you would rather roller coaster.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't win a championship. Move on, find another job. Move on, find another job. Move on, find another job until I can win a championship. Then bust the next season. Move on, find another job. Because the way you've been advocating for Tom, the way you've been advocating for this guy to get fired has been fucking amazing.
In those 10 years, if you are a good NFL coach, and you were good enough to win 10 Super Bowls, and you was good enough to win 2 Super Bowls in 10 years. 7 of those seasons was winning seasons, dog. Don't play. 7 of those seasons.
The New York Giants.
Not for the New York Giants. Not for the New York Giants. Not for the New York Giants, bro.
That's false. That's false.
No.
That's false,
The boy
bro.
wasn't. No. Tell me a reason how it's false. The boy, Kaufman Kaufman was there for 10 seasons?
I think
About,
it's
They're
yeah.
more than 10 seasons.
6 or
And
7.
how many of them was
10
winning?
seasons? Probably half.
The 2 Super Bowls he won. The 2 Super Bowl seasons he won, that was the most successful seasons. Yes. And the season after, they were supposed to repeat, but Plaxico shot himself in the fucking leg. They would have
The season
repeated.
after,
They would
they
have
would have repeated.
Yeah, the
They
season.
would have repeated.
Yeah.
But also the season before the first one, the year that Tiki decided to retire. And
I was
badmouthed
just
the
making
Giants,
an
and then
example
they went
too.
and
I
lost.
wasn't
Yeah.
looking for exacts.
No.
Yeah.
Tyrone was
But I'm
looking
saying-
for. I wasn't looking for exacts.
You
I was just
making
making an example.
No, the way you made it seem like during those 10 seasons
But
that
no.
they won 2 Super Bowls and every other season.
No,
was
I never pointed out the Giant. I never pointed out a team. I just used 2 blank examples.
I'm saying to you that I'd rather have 10. If you have 10 seasons with 7 seasons of success and 2 Super Bowls, I'd rather have that than 16
No.
and one
No,
championship.
I didn't say that. I said, of course, 10 seasons, 2 Super Bowls, but 7 out of the 10 was fucking, yeah, that's okay. I didn't
You're a
say
legend.
that. I
You're a
didn't
legend,
say
bro.
that. I didn't say that. I said
I'm saying that's most
your
likely the
only
case.
2 winning. Nigga, I said your only 2 winning seasons are your 2 Super Bowl winning
Yo,
seasons.
that's bullshit. If you're a good coach,
Exactly.
No,
The whole scenario was bullshit.
if I only
The whole
have,
scenario.
if I'm an NFL coach and I only
think
had
you
2
just-
winning, if I'm an
This
NFL coach,
conversation nursed my stomach back to health.
I'm saying to you, my mindset is, no, what I'm saying is, my mindset is that if I'm a good NFL coach, if I'm somebody on the level of Mike Tomlin that's considered a Hall of Fame coach, then 1 championship is not good enough for me. If I'm a coach that won 2 Super Bowls in 10 years and they was my only winning seasons, then I'm not a good fucking coach. I'm saying a good coach. I'm not a good coach if I win 2 Super Bowls in 10 seasons and all my seasons losing seasons.
And I never disagreed. All I said
saying
was
if I was-
I was
if
just
I was
saying no, but the logic you spit, I understood, but the logic you spit this all originally before we parsed it down to all I said was Benz, do you want more championships with less winning seasons, or do you want a championship with more winning seasons? Because that's essentially when we break this whole conversation down, and you're talking about I want more. We're only talking about this many coaches in the sports history.
Right.
But how many
Right,
coaches
right,
can
yes.
we say? But how many coaches can we say had never had a losing season ever in their entire freaking career, and been to multiple Super Bowls, and been to multiple Super Bowls?
He's in a class by himself.
He is. But I'm saying to you,
So hold on.
Tyrone.
So where would you hold on? So I again, Tyrone, don't move the goalpost. Answer this question. Where is the problem in having a coach that you can consistently grow with while winning?
the problem is that the winning puts you in a bad position. The winning puts everybody in a
Problem
bad
is
position
winning.
because they don't win enough. They don't win enough to be champions. They win enough to have the 21st draft pick, where they can't really improve the team that they need to improve. So they win enough just to be right in the middle And they stay mediocre because they're always in the middle of draft time, and they never make moves because they win enough to satisfy whoever's at the top that's satisfied with being mediocre. They win enough to satisfy that person, and they come back and they don't make moves. They don't give Mike Tomlin the personnel he needs, and they don't win Super Bowls.
Well, let me interject real quick. One thing you got to understand about the Steelers organization, they never panic, right? 3 coaches in the past, 60 years plus, right? They never panic. The whole thing of the matter is you got all these other teams that had the coach carousel all going around, 4 or 5 coaches in the past 20 years. What you got to understand is he meets the standard of what Pittsburgh is looking for. That's why they never panic in terms of firing them, getting rid of them, things like that. Fans going to say what they want, but the Steelers organization don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? They gonna roll with Tomlin as long as Tomlin wants to roll. Yeah. Now, it'll be Tomlin's decision to resign. They're not gonna fire him. Let's establish that already. Let's establish that. Now, what I've noticed over the past, maybe last 10 years with Tomlin, it seems like somebody else still has the stronghold on the personnel. You know, he can choose all his coaches and all that. Yeah, we see that. But for them not to really have a star QB since Ben Roethlisberger, I mean, you know, that's debatable by a lot of people. It's just baffling to me. You know, I thought this whole Russ and Justin Fields thing was going to work. You know what I'm saying? At least one of them stayed, but both of them are gone. So now he's pretty much back at the drawing board where he was before when he worked with nothing and made it out of something. Because let's remember, Pickett, he was unproven, but he still made the playoffs with him. Let's remember that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the whole
Super Bowl
thing.
Champion Kenny Pickett, by the way.
I'm just saying.
Nobody asked, but please continue with your point.
Yeah. But the whole point of the matter is, it's just the fact that that organization is a well-oiled machine when it comes to coaching. And they've had 3 coaches in the past 60 years.
Okay. It's a first-class organization.
And will you not admit that the standard in Pittsburgh is going 9-8 and having first-round playoff exits every year? That's the standard now.
Yeah, and I get that, but the organization is okay with that.
And that's
right?
my point. They okay with being mediocre. They okay with the mediocrity.
Well, not necessarily mediocre.
But okay, so time on. Because could you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That far worse than what the Steelers are. Far worse.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say.
I thought assist. Go ahead.
I was just about to say that 9-8 winning season every year is still probably second, third best in the last what? 10, 20, 30 years?
Yeah.
You know, so what are we even talking about? I mean, okay,
we're talking about that. Y'all bring up the Washington, right? And y'all bring up how many quarterbacks we had and how many coaches we had since we won that Super Bowl. And that's because of the fact that we losing. And so we try to make moves. We try to fix the coaching. We try to fix the quarterbacks. We try to make moves, make teams better because we don't want to lose.
Organization. That's what it's because.
You'd be very happy if the Redskins was in the playoffs every year. Don't give me that bullshit, bro.
No,
you'd be very happy if the Redskins would be in it.
No, bro.
Yes, because that gives you a chance to make it. That gives you a chance to. So they win the first game in the playoffs. You ain't hype. Now they second round kings. You know what I'm saying? That ain't good enough for you.
Hold on, lying, that's because we have levels to the shit. If my level of mediocrity is winning 4 games and I make the playoffs, of course that's ecstatic. But if your level is winning 9 games and you make the playoffs and you lose in the first round, then the next year you shouldn't be satisfied with 9 games and losing in the playoffs again. And then the next year you 9 games losing in the playoffs again. So at a certain point, you're supposed to jump up from that. You ain't
all right, just to move
with that same shit every fucking year. If Washington goes to the playoffs this coming up season, and then they go to the playoffs the next coming by the 3rd season, I want them in the NFC Championship game again or in the Super Bowl. After that, it's like y'all doing the same shit. I'm not satisfied with that. Making the playoffs is
All
not
right,
just winning.
and
I want to win championships.
I was gonna say, Jamal, wasn't the thing that we've always discussed, especially when it comes talking about the Knicks, is just a consistent progression and growth
That's
and
it.
progression.
That's it.
The championships
That's
are the championships are the icing on the cake. All this, yes, we've already established all of this extra arguing and shit is for it's for us to do. It's for us to do. It's not for the organizations to do, because like Ben's just said, the Steelers, they're not pressed because they're the only organization who ever had maybe 4 coaches total in their entire existence. 5 maybe, if that. Nobody does that. Nobody does that no more. The point in all of this is to want progress and a level of consistency. If the championships come, cool. But if you're gonna be the irrational fan that's just, oh well, I made it to the playoffs 2 years, we need to be in the championships or else, then why are you a fan of just one team then? Or Tyrone, I will spin this back. No more questions, because I wanted to move this back to this is the last question I'm gonna throw to you, and then I wanted to talk about this Giants thing. How are you still a Commanders fan if you hate mediocrity? And now we have to peel it. We've asked you this before, but now we're asking you straight. How are you a Commanders fan still and haven't moved on NFL teams if you hate mediocrity? Please give me an answer to that.
Because I'm not no quitter. I'm a fan. I'm not no quitter. So I'm gonna say I'm riding off of my team. I'm not gonna quit on them. But let's be clear though. I don't like the mediocrity. I don't want that. I'm not gonna quit on them because I'm not a quitter. But the thing is this: you said progress. Pittsburgh has not made any progress in 10 seasons. None. Zero progress. Zero progress. Have a winning season, lose in the first round. Have a winning season, lose in the first round. There's been no progress in Pittsburgh in 10 fucking years. None. Zero. And now for me, that's not good enough. That's not good enough.
Imagine now, I would only agree with you if the roster stayed the same in 10 years. But where I don't agree with you is because I would agree with you if the roster stayed the same over those 10 years. But we already know that roster didn't stay the same because, again, we already talked, they moved on to Justin Fields and Jamal. Russell Wilson's last hope.
Listen.
We've said this on the show. Russell Wilson's last hope was only the New York Giants because everybody else passed. And if you see my TikTok, so is this the Giants' way? Is this the Giants' way of saying, look at us, look at my African Americans?
That's exactly what it said. And with that, I reply to that shit. There ain't no way they gonna draft 3 niggas in one season. So they are not trying to get Shedeur or Cam Ward. And I have a decision to make. Because I did say up on this show that I would be auditioning if the Giants didn't, if one of those quarterbacks is available, those blue chips was available. And again, this organization, which I've supported my whole life, ceases to be another season the only organization that has never drafted a black quarterback in the first round, then I will be taking my talents and support to another organization to root for. And that's what it is. And I think they set the table for that thought that you put out there. It was okay. We're gonna sign Jameis and Russ, so they can't say we don't take black quarterbacks. But we don't want nothing to do with these quarterbacks that we can draft.
I don't understand.
And they got all the convenient excuses now. Yes, Travis Hunter is a blue chipper. Travis Hunter is a once-in-a-generation player. I get it. If he's available, that gives them coverage. But to draft Jameis and Russ, and pass, it just smells fishy because of their past history. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I really hope Shedeur that Pittsburgh goes and gets Shedeur Sanders. I think that dude is a special player, and he's going to be a special player. I really hope he lands with Coach Mike.
The Giants said, "Don't trust them new niggas over there." We can make the essence in there.
So,
Don't
yo,
trust
Jamal,
them
that's
new
what I want.
niggas with them spotty little nigga figures.
This is what I wanted to ask you. They
Yes, sir.
fulfilled your prophecy because you said if the Giants don't have a black quarterback next year, you was done with them.
No. He
They
said
got two
draft.
black
He
quarterbacks.
said draft. He
I
said
know,
draft.
but I know he's still draft.
But this
I
moves
mean,
over
I
to
don't think either
Dan's
one of those
point.
dudes are going to be.
Those guys are both going to be there for 1
I don't
year,
think
just
either
so
one
they
of
don't
those
have
guys
to
are gonna be
draft the black
available.
quarterback. That's why they signed them. They signed them so they didn't
because
have
they
to
want
draft a black
because
quarterback.
Archie's coming. Because Archie Manning is coming next year.
And I get that. And I
Archie
did think
Manning
about
is
that.
coming
And
next
don't
year.
get me wrong, Arch Manning is a nightmare. He's going to be a nightmare in the pros.
Mhm.
But
He's
the chances
nice
of them
and he
getting
runs the
him,
ball.
and he runs. He runs.
Here's okay. So I really agree with your theory, Jamal, on the fact that because they got Russell Wilson, I said, oh, they got Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston is a cool dude that can probably start for them, play a couple of games, and then they can, wing Shador in. So I was like, Jameis Winston. I didn't cut my eye when they got Jameis Winston. I was like, okay, Jameis Winston is a good backup. He's a feasible dude. He's a veteran. He's somebody who could play a few games, possibly win 2 or 3, and they can wean Shador in. But then getting Russell Wilson on top, I said, oh,
They
Shador's
told you,
out.
you already knew. You
It's
already
over.
knew.
But here's the thing. But the contrast is this though. They have a relationship with the man and family. Eli plays for them for years, and so they probably do want Arch. You know what I mean?
get that, and they would be dumb not to. But the
But
fact
They
is,
have to.
their history
They have to shit
put
the
them
bed.
but
They have
here's
to
the-
shit the
because
bed
Arch is
completely.
going to go
Completely.
number 1. He's going to go
But-
number 1
No,
unless
They
he just
have to-
totally stinks up
They
the joint.
gotta
But
no.
here's-
They gotta fill up their huggies like none.
Bro.
They
Yeah,
gotta. They gotta.
Archie can come out and say he can probably do something like what the Giants did
What
when
his
they
uncle
got
did?
Eli.
What his
That's
uncle did?
exactly what he's going to
Yeah.
do. Grandpops are still
Yeah, he's
running the
gonna
show.
But
Yeah.
here's
Yeah.
a scenario.
Yeah.
Here's a scenario.
They're gonna get
Jamal,
him.
where your theory can really be proven and it may fall apart. If for whatever circumstance Cam Ward is available at 3, the Giants won't have a choice, bro. They will not have a choice.
No, there's
Well, there's Abdul. That's Carter from Penn State. Too.
there's
But
always there's
that
always
shit would be funny. That
No,
shit would
no,
be
no.
funny.
There's always a choice. I don't care who the fuck
Hey,
the top
yo.
ranked quarterback is. There's always another player that a team needs outside of that quarterback.
If
That
Cam Ward is
quarterback
at
can
3,
go sit.
if Cam Ward is at 3 and the Giants don't pick that dude, then that's blatant. If it's out there now.
Hold
They're
on,
gonna-
hold
they're gonna
on,
take
hold
the
on.
edge
Like you
rusher.
said, Jamal, they'll take the defensive end for Penn State.
They'll take the edge rusher, yeah. Or they'll take Travis Hunter. for the round.
Or yeah, they need to get Travis Hunter, or they need to really go get whoever the best offensive lineman is in this draft. That's what they really need to do
Yeah.
if they can't get Travis Hunter and waste his talents up in this city. But we'll digress on that. But yeah, I mean, not to look like a prophet or nothing, but Jamal, you co-signed my opinion, right?
I did.
Yo.
I was like, man, look, I want to be proven wrong. That's the thing, though. You know what I'm saying? I want them to prove me wrong. So
Right.
there's no hate involved. But I'm like, man. I mean, I watched Shador play. I watched just shy of only 2 Colorado games in the last 2 seasons, right? And that squad, it was Shador playing pitch and catch with Travis Hunter and a bunch of other people. He had no line and he had no running game. And that kid produced. That kid can play some ball.
But you
And
said
that's
you
what the Giants need right now.
Yes, because we got no line and we got no running game.
But Jamal, to my earlier
All right.
point,
Yes.
you said you hope that Shador ends up in Pittsburgh, right? But how?
If we don't get him, yes.
But how is he going to get past the Browns, the Saints, the Raiders, and they all got top 10 picks? How is
Because
Pittsburgh
it's the
going to get that?
NFL, bro. It's the NFL. Nobody wants a holdout headache. Dion got more power behind the scenes than anybody else.
Aaron Rodgers went what pick?
Yeah.
and he was scheduled top 5.
So Jamal, so your theory is if the Cleveland Browns or the New York Giants don't take Shedeur, he could drop out of the top 10?
Shedeur is a very good chance he could drop out of the top 10.
Wow.
They've been saying poo-pooing that and putting that message out there the past 3 months. They've been trying to put that message out there.
That
teams are sour on Shedeur.
Yeah, they've been trying to shit on him.
But if the Giants and the Browns don't draft Shedeur Sanders, it's yet another example of why those organizations is the way they are. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
All they got to do is look down 95. Look at that front office. What them jokers has been doing. That's all you got to do. It's real simple. Be aggressive every year. Be good with the money. Grab talent. Just hoard talent as much as you can. Figure out the money later.
So should the Browns not take Carter when they got? If the Browns take Carter, that defensive line is going to be fucking ridiculous.
The Browns need a quarterback. They need a quarterback.
But I'm just saying, if they take Carter, can you blame them if they take Carter with what they got on that defensive line, though?
I think they would take Carter because your man is leaving, isn't he?
Clowney?
Miles Garrett?
They got now.
Miles Garrett, yeah.
Miles Garrett signed.
He just signed with him. They got him back.
He signed.
Okay.
He signed back?
Yeah. I mean,
oh shit. Okay.
They're in a position where any one of those players is good for them. All right. The Giants have extreme needs, glaring needs, holes where we need talent.
Bigger than quarterback, but we're especially now bigger than quarterback because you have 2 decent quote unquote stop gaps to just fill the plug and just carry along for when you can utilize this draft to fill the other pieces.
I'm not mad at Hunter and Malik Neighbors. That's a good combination, depending if Hunter's going to be a CB or WR.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Well, I just
you know what I'm saying? So
he said he wants to play both.
I just asked that question because remember, the Cleveland was a team that hung their hat on playing good defense and starting Baker Mayfield. So if they can get Carter and Miles Garrett on that defensive line, they can hang their hat on having good defense and the quarterback. They can get Tyler Show later and have a quarterback.
Baker to say it like that was trying to say Baker Mayfield was shit when Baker Mayfield was never shit. He was just in a bad offensive situation. But I knew what you were saying. I knew what you were saying. I'm just saying he was in a terrible offensive shit situation that couldn't get him over the hump.
And I'm saying that there's quarterbacks in this draft that Cleveland can say, hey, we got Carter and we got Miles Garrett on our defensive line. We're gonna have a top-notch defense, and there's other quarterbacks in the draft we can take later on. You can have a top-notch defensive line, but what about the rest? Again, like Jamal said, that team going a little bit south of I-95 in the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, has showed you that all you do is I got you. You can have names everywhere, but you slowly progress by turning people into household names. Damn near.
Now you do have names everywhere. Now your team
you have names
everywhere.
Because why? Yeah. Because you slowly they should have they showed the 76ers how to truly trust the process.
Oh Christ! we ain't gonna bring up that squad, bro. No. Good Lord, what is going on over there?
Okay, right on time.
That's where you going?
Because we
get into going, my man. You going to Philadelphia? You going to the Eagles? If the Giants don't win, you going to the Eagles?
Listen,
he said Tomlin.
There's three teams. There's 3 teams I would audition for. The team I hated all my life, Coach Mike, and Baltimore.
Yo, please pick Baltimore.
Them three pro-black organizations, baby. So let's do it.
I knew it. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
And
go where I'm welcome.
Who has been the blackest of them all? Who has been the blackest of them all?
Truth. Because I had a Randall Cunningham jersey.
who has been the blackest of them all?
Wow, man.
But I digress on
and
that.
I'm already right in the middle of that nation, and I ain't but 30 minutes from you, Ty. At this result.
And you can't put on the pig nose and the dress like he did down there. So That's
Please
how.
pick Baltimore.
no.
Both of the Eagles is disgusting, bro.
Listen.
What
We'll
is-
see. We'll make the decision when the time comes.
Oh, they
And
not
we'll
drafted
plan-
Shador, I can promise you.
We'll talk about it by committee. Me and my team will talk about it, right? And then we'll make the best decision for me and my team possible at that time. And we'll revisit
That
this.
sounds like a long debate with self. I mean, we don't run over here. I don't think I've ever switched a team in life. Maybe added on to the equation, but never
No.
switched
I
a
never
team.
switch no teams. I'll never switch a team. The hell with that?
No.
That's crazy. Switch your team, dog?
I ain't gonna lie. I never
Switch your
switched no
team?
team. I never switched no team, but I did rock a Peyton Manning Colts jersey for a little bit because.
Oh, I had
That's disrespect. That's disrespect.
I had the purple third color Larry Johnson Hornets jersey when they
we
put
all
out
had
the
that.
third color joints.
Oh yeah, those were
Hard
fire.
Yeah.
I'm still mad I left it in Great Adventure.
Oh
It didn't last long.
Lord.
no. Somebody's
I had
happy to
a
pick that up.
Washington Senators jersey taken from me in Action Park
Taken from you?
Park.
because you had to put that shit in them lockers. The lockers, man, that shit was just
Oh.
gone when I came back.
Yeah.
Yep. Them lockers was
You
a
went,
good way to get your shit stolen, bro.
you went with some fly shit. That was the problem.
Yep, that was dumb. That was dumb as
Well,
hell.
because what I didn't know is back in the day when you went to the amusement parks, I didn't know that once them lockers timed out, they unlocked. And I didn't know that. I thought once you put your shit in the locker,
I never been the one that had timers, but also
Yeah,
we
yeah, I
used
know
to
what
use
you're
them
talking about.
lockers.
they don't got them now, but they used to have timers on them. Like you pay
Sure
for 2
did.
hours.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
ain't gonna pay that? Them
ones
motherfuckers
that-
they used to go to them theme parks just to sit in the locker room and wait for lockers to tie up.
Yeah, right. That's what they did.
Some
Because
fucking dirtbags, boy.
if you go to the lockers after a particular ride, they time out. Once they time out, they unlock.
Dirtbags do that.
That's it, bro. That's it.
I used
Ain't
to
ride
see
no
that at the
rides.
beach all the time.
Ain't get nothing, man.
I was gonna say, I guess I've only been to places where we carried our shit. We ain't use no lockers. We carried our shit. I just left mine. I just left mine on a bench in fucking Great Adventures. Walked away, and then when I remembered, oh shit, double back. Goodbye.
You had boom boom no change. That's what you got.
For real.
That shit was going.
Repo man got me. The repo-
Yo,
the
and then
repo
what
man.
you would have did if you would have been still in the park and saw somebody like straight rocking it, like put it on and shit.
Yeah, good thing I didn't see it, but you know, good on them. This is what now, almost 30 fucking years ago. Niggas is old out here.
Yeah,
Shit.
30.
But anyway,
Hey,
anyway, let's move on. Let's see if we can get this tournament done. And as you know, we have 2017 versus 1997, 02 versus 04, 99 versus
No.
98, 94
No.
versus 95,
no.
93
nigga,
versus
That ain't
03,
even right.
no.
1990
no.
versus 2000, 96
No,
versus
no.
92, and 14 versus 1998. Now, I think let's get this 2 easiest ones out the way. The 1 seed and then the bottom. I think these might be the easiest votes. But we got 2017 versus 1997. Now let me get to pulling up the years. And I had 2017 up already. Just a little refresher for the people who have been following along with us and knowing that we've been pulling up some of the top of the list type stuff. 2017, we had Damn, Layla's Wisdom, Fo, Vince Staples, Flower Boy, Big Crit, Open Mike Eagle, The Migos, American Badass, Pretty Girls Love Trap Music, Meek Mill's Wins and Losses, The Wild, Raekwon. This one was subjective.
It's all right. Album.
A lot of good stuff in this year. Odyssey, Quelle Chris, Mozzie, Metro Boomin, 21, Imperious Rex.
I know Dope on Sundays was all right, man.
Yeah. Stormzy,
Yes, it
Gang
was.
Signs,
Yeah,
Gang
he's
Signs
nice.
and Prayers was dope. I don't know if y'all do grime music, but Stormzy's was dope. Blue Chip
The British
7000 is my shit.
Ooh,
Big Boy
Yeah.
Boomerverse was good. The 7, all right. Yo, Drew Pax fire.
yeah,
But
fire.
yeah, versus what was the year? 1997.
1997.
No, I
think-
already know where my vote going.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
Oh,
biased,
shit.
of course, but
Come on, man.
compared to
97 all the way.
yeah. Wu-Tang
7,
Forever, The War
man.
Report, One Day, and Life After Death.
Uptown Saturday Night.
That's
And
what I said.
remember
When you
this,
put up there,
Yeah.
Wow. 2 double albums.
these two right,
man.
these two right here. Remember, y'all, they were supposed to come out the same day.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
were
Which ones? Which
they-
album?
Wu-Tang and Biggie, Life After Death. They were supposed to come out the same day, but Wu-Tang respectfully moved their album back to allow, so they can also shine separately because the conflict was there. But I don't even have to scroll down any further.
No.
I really don't. I mean, we're old heads unite on this one, I think.
I'm gonna tell you, I was in the army. I was in the army when a lot of these albums came out. And
Here's my vote.
man, like that Wu-Tang Forever and Life After Death, boy.
That was it.
That was your
That's
day.
the one that was going through the barracks, yo.
Yeah.
I was in
You
high
put
school.
the-
Senior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put them two on, that's your day. That's your day.
Mm-hmm.
You getting through the day with them two. Hello?
Yeah.
That's true.
That's Fred
Yeah.
Benz' vote.
Yeah.
Is Jamal, that's your vote?
Oh yeah, come on, man. Even like the
TJ?
small, like Ill Out Scratch, Boot Camp Click, KRS Ones I got next.
Yeah, this is a
Just keep going.
gold,
OT Jewel's
good
album.
behind the woodshed beating. You know what I'm
Tyrone?
saying? This is a wash.
I still want to. I'm going with 97, but I still want to say that In My Lifetime Volume 1 was a bad album in 97, and because it was Jay-Z, it kind of takes him down a notch. Not enough
2000
for 2017 to beat him, but still.
Man,
Let's
listen,
not get too hyped on
2000,
97.
2002 versus 04. We're going to move away from terrible takes.
Hey, yo.
2002 versus 04. Hold on. Let's get to these years. Which one do y'all want me to start? Tyrone, 2004, 2002.
2002.
Okay. And hit the sharing of screens. Rap albums from 2002.
Mm-hmm.
And we got that God's Son, Lord Willing, The Blueprint
Yes.
2,
Yeah.
Nas
Yeah.
Lost Tapes,
It's a wrap.
Phrenology, Quality, Fantastic Damage, Blazing Arrows, The Eminem Show, The Fix, Under Construction, Pays the Cost, J Live, Mr. Lift, Ain't No One Safe, Busta Rhymes, Atmosphere, come on. Tyrone's Nellyville, not mine. Non-fiction, The Future Is Now.
On fire, bro. Don't even try it.
Electric
This is
Circus had
best of both
Man
worlds,
versus-
right? Wasn't that 2002?
Man versus Machine.
R.
This
Kelly
joint
did.
right
Ooh,
here,
best.
Jazzy Jeff, DJ Jazzy Jeff's The Magnificent album was fire. 8 Mile soundtrack, okay.
Yes, it was.
Okay,
Yang
versus
Twins.
2000.
Yo,
Versus
7L Esoteric. That's before Czarface, right?
Yeah,
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 way before.
yeah. That's way before.
Versus 04. I found my vote.
Is that Matt Villain?
Matt Villain, Food,
Oh damn.
MERS 316, A Long Hot Summer, College Dropout, The
College
Grind
Dropout.
Date, Streets Disciples, The Pretty Tony album, Foreign Exchange, The Tipping Point,
Damn.
Purple Haze.
Big O's album right there, No Set Date, Fire, Death is for Certain. Some people like this album, Kiss of Death, To the Five Boroughs, Beastie Boys, Die Rugged Man Die,
Bangers.
Venomous Villain from Doom, The New Danger from Mos Def.
That album was okay.
And the Theodore Unit album came out that year.
America's
Yeah,
Nightmare.
the Theodore album unit was dope. The Theodore album unit was
A
dope.
Beautiful Struggle, America's Nightmare, Mobb Deep. I found my
Well, that
vote,
album
but I'm
was
not
fire.
going first, brother Benz.
I got 04, man. That Mad Villainy, fire.
Mhm.
That Tipping Point, fire. That America's Nightmare, I still rock that to this day. Got some joints on there. Yeah, 02 was looking promising, but 04 for me, for sure. And that Grind Date, love that Daylight album. Fire.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my vote. 04. Who got next? Who next?
Yeah, I'll go
I'm gonna
next, man.
go 04 too. Yeah. 04
Yeah.
was had some good underground and indie stuff, man. That Murs and Ninth Wonder album, I was rocking heavy.
Yes. Agreed. I agree, man. 04 has my vote. Man.
Tyrone.
I'm going with 04 because in 02, the two heavy hitters, Nas and Jay-Z, Blueprint 2 and Godson, I don't care what y'all say, was both disappointing for me. So when you got the heavy hitters putting out bad, not bad, but just like not high quality albums, then I got to go with the other year. So I'm going with 04.
TJ. You standing
It's
alone?
gotta be 04 because just the
I
amount
agree.
of quality that came out in 04. There was good albums in 02, but it wasn't comparable to the amount of solid albums that came out on 04. That was like a resurgence of hip hop right there. That year was a very good year for hip hop.
Now I did say I was supposed to bounce around, but we gonna get some furniture moving now. I think.
Come on, man.
Go to 1988. We're gonna get to some furniture moving right now. All right, because I thought I was supposed to go to another round, and it was supposed to be a little easier. I thought, but let's get to furniture moving with 99 versus 88. We're gonna show 88.
Damn.
88 is
all
crazy.
you old niggas. Let's go. EPMD, Slick Rick, and Great Adventures. Long live the king.
Yes.
Any means necessary.
Yes.
Straight out the jungle. Critical beatdown.
Yes.
Takes a nation of millions. Follow the leader. Straight out of
Jesus.
God damn it, man. Do I have
Yeah,
to keep
man.
reading?
Yeah,
God
keep
damn.
reading, nigga. Keep reading.
My body hurts. Stop. Ow. 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 Ice-T's power. Come on now. Marley
I had to
Marl's in
park.
control. Easy does it. Huh?
I had to park on this one. God damn.
So with Debbie
88.
Pepper. You know, arguably,
All right.
arguably,
88 was
this
a
year
strong
was the
year.
start of the golden era.
Yes,
Yes.
it
It's
was.
not even arguable. It is, fam. It
Agreed.
is.
Agreed.
Mhm.
It is.
This is
And
where it
that's
really
the
began.
year. Yeah, because this is the year where you start seeing the different genres within rap and the different styles of hip hop from all over start to come through in different regions, and everybody's
Mhm.
stuff was coming to the forefront. It was
Mhm.
88 that did that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But 1999.
Mm.
That top three right there. I all three of them, I'm gonna say this shit and I'm gonna jump out that window right now. All three of them can rap better than every single person that came out in 88, except for
Wait a minute.
KRS-One.
What are the three albums? Because I
Except for
can't see the
Pimp.
shit.
Black on Both Sides, Slim Shady, and Internal Affairs by Pharoah
Okay, well,
Monch.
okay. Well, mine is Things Fall Apart. I thought you
Ooh.
were gonna say that. I mean, yo, be
Ooh.
honest with you, you can flip flop
Things
between
Fall
Internal
Apart.
Affairs and Things Fall Apart because they were both hell of albums, man. They were both good ass
man.
albums.
Just
Mm.
forget these two, and then there was X and IM. I could go right around them and go to the Sound Piece, 2001, Murder Music, Black Elvis was fire. Q-Tips Amplified was fire. Handsome Boy Modeling
Operation
School
Doomsday
was fire. Volume 3 to me was my favorite Jay-Z album. The Cool Keith, fire. Sound Bombing
We
2,
didn't even get to Doomsday.
Warzone,
Shit.
fire.
Mhm.
Doomsday, Slick Rick's Comeback, The Art of Storytelling, Higher Minds, Home Field Advantage, fire. Musical
So How's Your
Math,
Girl?
fire. Beneath the Surface, fire. Out of Business. You want my mouth is foaming. Pause.
Yo, so
But now,
if
if you want to not,
88 don't drop, we don't get 99 though. If 88 don't drop, we don't get
here we go.
99.
Here we go.
This is why.
Talk
Before
about
we
it.
even start choosing, I'm gonna tell you
Talk
because
about
brother Dan made that statement. He said the top 3 can rap better than anybody on 88, and I say it's because of them niggas in 88. Them niggas in 99 can rap that way.
Fact.
yes.
Fact.
Right. So
That is super fact.
I'm going to make my choice. No, we can still continue. I'm going with 88. 88. My bias is 88. 88 was a monumental transforming year in hip hop and set the culture into the
1,000%.
stratosphere. So for me, it's going to take one of them, the massive early mid 90 years to fight 88. 88's got a shot to the top for me. Go for it.
So I want to run back looking at the albums. I picked 99, but I want to run back looking at the albums just to see like the bottom, because again, we don't talk about Immobilarity, but we did. Silk the Shocker also came out that year also. Damn it.
No.
But then it's still not that weak, but let me go back to 88.
Ain't no weak albums like that in 88.
You sure about that? Was we listening to Fila Fresh Crew heavy, the Crown Rulers heavy, the Boogie Boys, L Trim, Steady B, backed by popular
That
demand,
was his last free year, wasn't it?
Rodney O and Joe Cooley. You know, masters of ceremonies. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, and I'm not saying that we're not saying that any of this is bad music, but comparing to, if I was to continue to have run down 99, there was the point is every era had their duds, people.
Yes,
They did.
Yes.
Yeah,
Every Silk the
88
Shocker,
was
there
so
was some
fucking
shit
top
bag.
heavy.
Can you bring 88 back
88
up,
is
though?
so,
Let me
88 was so top heavy, man.
hold on. So
Life is short, too short.
Let me-
Ghetto Boys get in trouble.
maybe
He's DJ, I'm a rapper. By any means necessary, by all means necessary.
Maybe Big O can attest to this more than you guys, because y'all talking about 99 and y'all talking about Silk the Shocker and y'all talking about everybody had their duds. But I'm sorry.
Only I
in
talk
99
about.
In 99, I was in the military, and Silk the Shocker was no dud. Silk the Shocker
Right.
may have been a dud to us, but Silk the Shocker was killing it when I was in, like, C Murder, Silk the Shocker, that whole No Limit Army was killing it in 99 when I was in the military.
They were killing it, but yo, having said that, I fucking hated Silk the Shocker because I'm like, yo, this dude can't rap. He
Yeah,
doesn't
but
rap on beat. You know what I'm saying? But yo, he had a following back then.
yeah,
The worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Me and my man, we were on vacation in Virginia Beach with our girlfriends. We went to this one club, and this was like Master P first dropped. That shit said, the whole place went bananas, bro. And they were reciting bar for bar. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my entire life. The whole place was bouncing, dancing to the beat it was like an Olympic choreographed dance move, because that shit with me, the four of us in there, because we was the only people from New York, looked at each other like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like when I was at my boy's wedding and I heard Cupid Shuffle for the first time. I was like,
yeah, what
the hell is this? But I didn't know that went off down there like that. But yeah, I'm sorry. 99 just to these two lists, there was more weight in 99. I know the top heavy was top heavy in 88. But
88, you have Easy Does It, right? You got Easy Does It. You got Jungle Brothers, Straight Out the Jungle. You got Great Adventures of Slick Rick. You got Two Hype,
Straight Out of Compton.
Straight Out of Compton. Critical Beatdown on Traumatic MCs. Hammer's Let's Get It Started.
Bro, these were bombs. These were like megaton bombs dropping. Like, this was fucking huge albums.
Eric B. and Rakim Follow the Leader. Public Enemy Takes the Nations of Millions to Hold Us Back.
That album alone.
Long Live the King. Strictly Business.
Jesus Christ.
World's Greatest Entertainer, Dougie Fresh and Get Fresh Crew. Suffer in Love.
Listen.
You know.
This is when you had $20 when you were able to get $20 in
Yes,
your
sir.
pocket,
Right.
and you would have to choose.
Yes, sir.
An album
And steal
to
the other two.
buy.
Mhm.
And steal the other two.
That's right. Like, get you an album and a single if you had a little bit left over.
Yeah.
That is some serious shit,
But
yo.
you trying to 5-finger discount about 2-3 of those.
That's it.
You know, this was the era where we were taping music off the radio. This was
That's
like
right, man.
none other
Yeah.
at the time, bro.
And
This
be
was
mad
like
when
a
Chuck chill
none
out.
other
Let
time.
talk over the intro.
That's it.
Right.
That's it,
Kiss
man.
FM,
This was
Red
before
Alert.
Stretch and Barbito.
This is age bias kicking in. Where are these votes going?
Oh, man.
I'm gonna kick in my age bias and I'm gonna pick 88. You know why? Because in 88, I wasn't like you said, I had to take shit off the radio and I only had a couple of dollars, so I couldn't buy all the albums. And so them albums from 88, I was still getting into in 92. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to catch up to shit that I couldn't get to, that I had to miss, that I didn't have the money
That's
for.
how much
And
of
all that.
variety you had. Mm-hmm.
And in 92, I still was rocking those albums from 88 and catching up and listening to them.
Straight
so they
out
had
the
more
jungle.
longevity than
Them
me.
shits was
than the
still
90s.
going hard. They were still
Yeah.
going hard in 92. Those
Yeah.
joints were still going hard in 92.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of age bias here, man, for real. Cause that Tougher Than Leather album came out then,
That's
and
right.
Ooh,
for
come on, man.
So
that I was
say you
wearing.
here. Say you.
That was the last hurrah, boy.
Oh, 88 for sure. Okay, 88 for sure. Let me go ahead and get that out the way.
Right.
But that Tougher Than Leather album came out, and I'll never forget. That was the first time I bought when they came out with the Adidas Broms, and my brother had the snakeskin Jones. Those
Damn.
was fire. Yeah. He had the snakeskin Jones. Yeah. My
He
big
was
brother
bald.
had.
Tougher than old niggas.
Listen,
Yeah. Hey, it's a bias here for sure. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. 88.
because it's
Yeah.
88,
It's 88.
88.
Time to set it straight.
You know what I'm saying? And ain't
You
no
know what I'm
half
saying?
stepping.
You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no half stepping.
Ain't no
Word
half
to
stepping.
your
Word.
mother.
Word,
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Ready.
Well, like Dave, like
Ready.
Dave Batista's theme song, "I Stand Alone." Oh, my bad.
There you go.
Oh, man.
You said 88
to
is the
TJ's
year I fell in
point.
love with, but
Yeah, to TJ's point, 88, no 88, no 99. I'm just saying.
yeah, but there's a point where the student surpasses the teacher.
Man, that wasn't
Yeah.
it though.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a bad one. This is what this is where I wanted to get to. This is where I wanted to get to before 1998
Oh, shit.
versus 2014. Lucky you. I almost clicked the wrong thing. So all right, let's get to 2014 versus 98, and I'm just going to start
This
with
is gonna be a wash.
98.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'm not reading none of the names, even though I should. For anybody listening to the podcast, there's Capital Punishment, Aquemini, 40 Days, 40 Nights of Exhibit, Volume 2 from Jay-Z, 400 Degrees for the 99 and the 2000, Heavy Mentals, Black Star, Hello Nasty, First Family
Black
for Life,
Star. Jesus
The
Christ.
Coop, Steal This Album,
Black
Miseducation
Daddy
of
armchair.
Miseducation of R&B, Bobby Digital and Stereo. 98 was tough, but
Very.
2014.
Dang, that 8-ball came out too. Shit.
2014 is tough too.
It's
That
tough.
Run the Jewels 2, Pinata, Oxymoron.
Forest Hills Drive.
Ooh.
Yeah, I knew always going to mention that. I
No
don't like-
doubt.
like that. Lord Steppington, Prime.
Prime was good.
Ooh, Lord Steppington. Lord
Nobody's
Steppington was
Smiling,
dope.
Tyrone's
I ain't hear
Pink
that
Print.
one.
That Logic was ill too.
Pink Print.
Yeah, Logic was ill.
Why you laughing about Pink Print?
Oh man.
No, we ain't asking. We ain't asking. We
No,
ain't
somebody
asking.
laughed.
Oh
Somebody
man.
said Pink Print
No, we
laughed.
we shouted it out for you. Nobody's talking about it.
Quality
Yo,
album,
Pete.
solid.
Peruvian Doom.
Dilated
Yeah,
Peoples.
there was a little less in 2014.
A lot less.
It's a solid year, but it
It
ain't
is.
fucking with 98.
I'll be honest with you. I'm
He's not
surprised
fucking with
2014 made it to the
98
second
at
round.
all.
It's a wash.
Well, we're gonna get back to the brackets and figure out why it made it there. Oh,
Yeah.
It might have been it might have been a Cinderella moment. It might have been a Cinderella moment.
let's see. Where we at? 2014. 2014 faced together against 13. And one person
Yeah.
voted
That's
for 13 less than
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't no competition.
Mhm.
yeah. 98, keep it real, son.
2013.
Me. 98's my vote. What y'all got?
90,
No, I got 98.
98.
I think it's clean sweet. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
98. Yep.
Too. Yeah. Sorry, Pink Print.
Hey yo, man, stop hating.
Jamal.
I know it's not. I know
Jamal's
it's more
98
hate than
easy.
it is on Nikki, so I'm gonna let it slide.
Easy.
You know what I mean?
Easy.
I know where the hate is directed.
Ah.
We got some furniture moving to do.
Oh shit!
Right.
Fuck
Got
damn
some
pussy.
furniture.
Oh Lord. No.
Oh,
96 versus 92,
You
yo.
are our part.
96.
God.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, bro.
it's too early for
Nah,
this.
everything can't be
Bullshit.
everything can't be this easy, yo. Shut up for a second. Everything can't be this
96
easy.
is solid.
Mm.
At
I'm
first
going to
look,
92 first. Calm down.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
I know.
Lord.
My
Purple
fault.
tape, purple
Oh,
tape, son.
Lord.
Purple tape.
92 death certificate, ain't it? God damn it.
92.
Predator.
Here we go. The Chronic, Mecca and the Soul Brother.
Mm.
Bizarre Ride to
Ooh.
the North Side. Check Your Head,
Ooh.
Daily Operation. Stunts Born to
Mm.
Hip Hop. Dead Serious.
Mm.
Mm.
Pause. Too Hard to Swallow.
Hey, yo.
Come
Rivers
on.
in the Mist. What the album? The Predator. Hey, yo.
Oh, no.
Can I Borrow a Dollar? Lord of the Funky Man.
Oh,
No, what?
That album was
This
crazy.
is crazy. This whole shit, you see how much talent came out in 92? Like,
92?
That was the last bootleg album I ever got, man.
bro,
I
you
lost
know how
the
much money I spent on CDs in 92, dogs?
Fam,
Trying to get
I
all
had
that.
Exodus.
I was bootleg. I was
X-Claim
bootleg
Exodus
in 92.
twice. I had that
Yo,
joint.
yo,
It
you ain't
was
seen the Columbia House shit?
Columbia. You was doing the Columbia House.
But we got 1996. So
Oh man,
before
stop
y'all
it.
jump,
Stop
come on.
I had to look away, man. I gotta look away, man.
I'm sorry. One of the
Yo,
score,
those
one
first
of
three
the
albums in
greatest albums
96,
ever.
man. Damn.
This is sinful.
Not even. Muddy Waters is better than all of them, except for the score, in my opinion.
Is that Illmatic?
It
No,
was
it
written.
was written.
It was
It might
written.
have been
written.
better than Illmatic. It might have been
I
better
thought it was better than Illmatic. I thought it was better than
I
Illmatic.
got Illmatic a little bit. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But
That's tough.
Iron
Iron
Man,
Man. Oh, damn.
Oh, God.
Firing Squad, Stakes
The two
is High,
Tupacs.
Muddy Waters, son. Busta Rhymes' first album, The Coming, Helter Skelter, Nocturnal,
Legal drug money.
Ooh.
Ill-Duff Half-Life.
OC's The Storm.
Ill-Duff Half-Life was a
Ill-Duff
solid album.
Half-Life.
Stakes is High was probably
Yeah. man.
De La's best album, man.
Don't forget
This
Hardcore
one.
by Lil Kim.
Oh yeah.
Yo, this
That
guy-
Wild
Isaiah
Cowboy.
Isaiah,
This
yep.
guy's going real.
Ooh.
Yep.
You
That Wild
want to women
Cowboy.
rappers today, boy.
Crucial Conflict, The
Boy,
Final
boy,
Tick,
boy.
No Hate.
Oh,
This is gonna
Blase
be tough,
Blase.
y'all.
Yeah.
This is
Man,
gonna
come
be
on.
tough,
I
y'all.
play this
gonna
joint
be
more than
tough,
anything on
B.
here, still to this
This
day.
is fucking
Legal
tough.
Drug Money. The Storm
This
was a good album.
This is fucking.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Come on, sir.
This is
wish I
tough.
could-
This is tough,
I wish
B.
I could split screen this, but Let me see.
God
Did
damn it,
Bahamadia drop a joint in 96
Yeah,
too? Bahamadia, right?
Bahamadia is up there too.
Yeah.
Stakes is high, man. Come on, man. Knock it off.
Come on, man. But 90, no, man. You got to go back to the other year, man. You got to see that shit.
You said 92?
92.
1 year later, peace out, Premier. Take me out with the
Well,
fader.
with the fader?
Take me out with the fader.
Nah, I'm gonna have to go 96, man. Damn. And that's tough.
Golly.
I don't
I'm gonna have to
know,
go
man.
96, man.
I don't know, man.
Yo, What the album was
Listen.
my shit, but Muddy Waters came out, man. And Muddy
Yeah.
Waters
Yeah.
was better than What
Yeah.
the
If we're comparing, I was looking for a couple of those too.
Yeah. That eclipse what the album? Muddy Waters. Yeah.
Easily.
Mm.
92 had totally crossed out though.
Yeah, they did.
Oh man.
Y'all fronting on that?
Yeah. That was a
Y'all
big
missed
album.
the
I
bus.
knew something was
No,
like
that
that.
was a
Y'all
big
totally
album.
crossed out.
I
Y'all
knew
missed the
Tyrone
bus.
would like that shit, man.
Y'all missed the bus. I'm
Wow.
just saying.
This is crazy.
The Speed that paid the
This is
bill.
crazy.
To me, that was the best. That was the best album name ever, yo.
I'm going with the 96. There's too much that is
There's
actually
too much.
like
There's just too
emotional.
much, man.
Yeah.
I'm emotionally
Yeah.
invested to in 96.
There's just too much, man.
Jamal,
It's just-
you
it's-
same thing.
It's 96. It's just
TJ, is this
Chronic.
vote splitting? You was riding hard for your senior year of high school.
No,
wasn't
91
Can't
was
Stop
my
the Rain in
senior year.
96 too.
91.
This Shaq
Huh?
drop. Shaq's Can't Stop the Rain was 96, right?
Was Shaq 96?
I hate
Might have
this,
been my
man. I hate
father.
this because you got
Because my biological didn't
you got what
bother.
Stakes is High and Iron Maiden,
Shaq
Iron
sold
Man.
some albums now.
And what else?
The Wrath of the
Shit,
Man.
Just
That
You
Tribe
see
album was
Mafia?
shit though. I'm not
TJ,
gonna
just
lie.
go with your heart, man. Go
That-
with your heart.
that-
Beach
Tribe
Rounds
album
of Life
shit.
wasn't it? But
Prime of Life is
so-
not it. Word.
there's so much more.
yo,
that
B, you don't understand. I was like 19. I was like 19. This is like 19 to 22. These are my prime years, man. Like I was invested in all that shit. God damn it, man. I can tell you where it was for every album.
That Legal Drug Money was something. Word, yeah.
I can tell you where I
Oh,
was for every
man.
album in 96, The Wiz.
The Wiz.
Either
Well,
that was
shouts out to
Columbia
Major
House and the
Records
shit
in
out of
Staten
that.
Island.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yo,
man.
nah.
Sam Goody.
Was a
What
great
is
Good
this,
point,
98?
Curtis.
Right?
Good point,
Curtis,
Curtis.
what the draft got to do with it? Stop
It was
trying to
just
be.
96 was a good year. That's all you're
You're
saying.
just trying to influence it. Don't be doing that.
Well, it's
man.
TJ, Tyrone, and Benz. It's on y'all vote.
I'm going
It's
with
96, man. I hate myself.
Benz, you're the last one.
Yeah, I was ready to get some stuff thrown around in here, but I'm keeping it cool. 96 because them 3 Tupac albums, and it's double album plus the Don Illuminati.
All right, let's get this out the way.
You know what though? The table shook a little bit, man. The table shook a little bit for this joint. You know what I'm saying? Because he's
Yeah.
under frustration. You know what I'm saying? He's like, God
It
damn
was
it.
just internal. It was more like the toilet bowl shook.
Mm,
1990 versus 2000. Let's get to it. Let's
Mm.
get to it. Let's see what
This
we
should
got.
be
Yeah.
easier. This should be
Yo.
easier.
That
We
1990
think.
shit, boy.
Yeah.
God,
1990. America's Most
Oh, my
Wanted. Fear of
God.
the Black Panther.
Yeah,
People's
come on.
Instinctive.
Yes.
Oh,
One
yeah.
for
Yes.
one for a flat earth.
Damn, Gina.
Promise to knock
Damn.
you out. Let the rhythm hit him.
Yeah.
1990 got
Then-
my vote.
But then,
What did you say?
no. But that it's again, it's showing albums that didn't come out in this year. It's showing the Wu-Tang. No, Above the Law, Sex Packets was there, Business as Usual was there, and now it's not giving us K Solo. Tell us
Yes.
the word my name,
Yes.
and it's mixing up all the '90s though. It's not showing.
Yeah.
Please
Because Low End
again,
Theory didn't come out then. No.
right? It's giving multiple '90s albums compared to 2000.
You gotta go to Wikipedia for 1990.
Come
Just
on.
go, all right.
Yeah,
Oh,
Come
that
on,
was
Google.
the East Blackwoods.
Do
Kwame.
better, Google. Do better, Google. Come on.
but Supreme
Oh my goodness.
Supreme Clientele
Supreme
Steak on your win it for me.
Yo,
And Warriors.
that grit sandwiches for breakfast debut album came out, man, for Kid Rock.
Yeah, and that was
Nobody,
and that was
nobody's talking about
Sieg's
that.
debut. Sieg's debut. That was fire.
Big O.
The truth.
Big O. Punch yourself in the throat for saying that. Kid Rock's debut. Fuck a Rock. Fuck Kid Rock. Fuck Kid
W.
Rock.
Oh,
Kid Rock? Man.
No, we don't fuck with Kid Trump over
right.
here.
Eminem's probably best album, Marshall Mathers.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
Oh
don't
my
think.
Oh,
goodness.
look at this.
Mm.
I
Mr.
think
Kyle?
2001.
This shit is getting deep. This is getting deep.
Life Story, Lyricist Lounge 2,
Mhm.
GOAT
Life
album,
Story was fire.
Restless,
That Merge
Merge
album.
was fire.
War and
That merge joint
Peace.
was crazy.
There's a lot of heat. There's a
Yeah,
lot
Yeah,
of heat.
baby.
Yeah, baby
Let's
was all
get
right.
free.
A lot of heat.
yeah, it was
Fire.
decent.
AOI started. I never forget, I bought doubles of this on CD, part because it's a story for another episode.
God.
Yo, that
Warriors.
album was
Boy,
fire.
that was fire.
Rock La
Yeah,
Familia
MOP.
was a fucking club banger. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
this was club
Oh, yeah.
bangers.
Oh yeah.
Quality Control, Jurassic 5, Fire. I'll throw a TV at you, crazy.
Yes.
Ooh.
Which I was getting ready to do earlier.
Ooh.
It's 2000 for me. It's 2000
Wow,
for me.
like water for chocolate. Woo.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but
I'm
for me,
going 1990, man.
Yeah,
you
man.
got that by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm going 2000. I'll be right back. 2000.
All right.
TJ's Audi 5000 going 2000. Jamal, what you got?
Oh man. What do we got? Ghetto Boys album, 1990. Please Hammer, Don't Hurt 'Em, Sex Packets, Tribes, People's Instinctive Travels in the Paths of Rhythm,
Mm-hmm.
3 Times Dope, Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet, X Clan, To the East Backwards, Kwame, A Day in the Life, Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted, K Solo, Tell the World My Name, Poor Righteous Teachers, Holy Intellect, Eric B. and Rakim with the Rhythm Hit 'Em, Intelligent Hoodlum, I forgot about that, damn. Edutainment, Boogie Down Productions, D Nice, Call Me D Nice, Master Ace, Take a Look Around, Special Ed Legal, Coogee
man.
Rapping, DJ Polo, Wanted Dead or Alive, NWA, 100 Miles of Running, Cool
Call Me
C,
D
Life in the
Nice.
Ghetto, Too Short, Short Dogs House, LL's Mama Said Knock You Out, Chub Rock, Treat 'Em Right, Father MC, Father's Day,
Step in the Arena.
Grit
Brand
sandwiches
New
for
Being
breakfast.
One for All,
Grit
EPMD,
sandwiches
Business
for
as
breakfast.
Usual.
Favorite Gangstar joint.
Yeah,
forget that
okay,
one.
dog. It's 90, man. It's 90.
No. Is it that easy? Now go back to 2000.
Okay.
Go back to 2000.
Yo, Jamal, did you say To the Extreme too? Did you say To the Extreme? By Vanilla Ice?
may
Did you say
have.
that one?
I rock a mic like a vandal,
Yeah.
light up the stage and wax a chunks like a can. Deadly.
All right, so let's go to 2000, right?
I'm not gonna lie. We played the fuck out of that Vanilla Ice where I was from.
Man.
Not the whole album, but Ice Ice Baby.
No, just that one joint. That one joint.
Yo, Supreme
He ran the
Clientele.
airwaves.
So,
Let's keep it a buck. He ran the airwaves.
Where it did. Yeah, it
all
did.
right, so
Supreme Clientele.
2000.
Supreme
We
Clientele
had
is still probably
2000.
my
We
favorite
had,
Ghost album, man.
yeah, man. We had The Locks. We had The Streets.
Oh my
Supreme
God.
Clientele.
Mm-mm.
What else is up there?
The
Beanie
Truth.
Siegel's Truth.
It's just
Truth.
it's just too
Yeah.
deep. It's just
Black
too
Rob
deep.
Life
It's
Story.
the depth.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Rob.
Last but
Trina
not
Collins
least.
like water for chocolate. Big Pun, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Rod Digger, Dirty Harriet.
Dirty
Bella
Harry.
Funky,
Come
Homo
on.
Sapien, both sides of the brain.
The
Tony
I
Jackson,
might, I
platform
might,
came
I
out
might
this
change
year.
my vote, man.
Ooh,
Oh, the
Del-
Peacemaker
Del-
came out too. Oh, the
Yes,
Peacemaker
sir.
came out too.
Peacemaker, man.
Oh,
Yep.
Industry Shakedown,
Under-
Bumpy Knuckles came out.
Oh,
Fire.
Tony
Yin
Touch
Yang
Peacemaker?
Twins, Thug Walking.
Yes.
Tony Touch Peacemaker was fire, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
man.
was. Yeah, it was.
Marshall
That was
Mathers,
a hell of a mixtape album.
Jurassic 5, 3-6 Mafia
Come
when the
on,
smoke
man.
clears, Busta Rhymes,
Come
Anarchy,
on, man.
Eric
Yeah, come on,
Sermon,
man.
Eric Onassis, Freddie Fox, Industry Shakedown, Notorious Kim, Country Grandmother. Whose album was that? That's
That
Tyrene's?
album was crazy.
You know who
Country
album
Grandma.
Country Grammar was? What are you talking about?
Who said
Going
so?
down, down, baby.
Who said 2000 with me so far? Who was the person? Binge, you said 2000
Me.
with me?
I'm
no,
going
you- my
2000
bad.
as well. I'm going 2000 as well.
Damn, I might have to
Big
change
L,
my
Big
vote, man.
Picture. Yeah, Billy, the Big Picture album was nasty.
Tyrone, while
Mr.
Jamal's
Secret.
still trying to decipher, do you have a pick?
I gotta go 2000. 90 put up a good fight, but man,
Yeah, it
2000
did.
is gonna beat.
It
Yeah.
did. It's a lot closer than what it looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamal,
Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Eyed
you think you
Peas.
decided? That was pre-Atban. That was post-Atban Clan. What you got,
Red
Jamal?
Eye Mind Tricks. I'm going to stick with 90, fam.
Okay.
I got to stick with it. It's just,
Pause.
yeah,
The
man.
Pool
It's
Boys-
age
Pool
bias
Boys
is
stick
going
together.
right
The Pool Boys stick together with that one.
there. Age bias is kicking in.
All right. 93 versus 03.
Mm.
That might be easy.
It might be. Well, again,
I don't know.
November 93 is November 93 is the tell all to everything. But I'm gonna start with 2003 because that was the last type 2000. So it's just easier to change one number. And 03 got some heavyweight shit.
Oh,
The
my
Blackout,
goodness.
Trap Music, Speaker Box,
Jay-Z's
Vaudeville
best album.
Villain, Champion Sounds.
Champion Sound.
This is not a test.
Damn.
This
Damn.
Cone's album was dope.
Yeah.
Cole's
Chicken
album
and Beer.
was stupid.
Dope.
Yes. Chicken and
Boy in
beer.
the Corner, Dizzy Rascal. Yep.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Freeway, Fire,
Yeah,
Oh,
shit,
Deliverance,
Dot
Bubba
Fine.
Sparks, Get Rich,
Mm.
Obi Trice,
Cheers album.
Take
Mortal
Me to
Technique,
Your
right?
Leader.
Diplomatic Immunity.
Yeah. Revolutionary too.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
The Grand Champ, DMX.
The listening.
Yeah.
Take me to your leader.
This was
Listening.
what 1990,
Damn.
1993. Chill the fuck out for a second. I'm sorry. This is this might,
Nope.
Nah.
the first
Oh,
fucking,
damn.
the
Nah,
first
nah,
10,
forget it.
the first 20.
Dan, I can't read it. What we got going on here?
Okay, Enter the Wu-Tang Clan, 36 Chambers, Midnight Marauders, Reaching, Diggable Planets, Strictly for My Niggas. Back the fuck
Oh
up.
no.
Balloon
It's
Mind
over.
State.
It's over.
93 for
over.
Infinity. Return of the
Return of
Boom
the
Bap.
Boom Bap.
Just that. Here comes the Lords. Enter the stage. Black Sunday. Slaughterhouse. 21 and over.
All right, you can stop reading now.
1943.
You can stop.
No. Forearm
Doggy
because
style.
Doggy Style
In-
Oh my
In the
God.
is coming out hard. Doggy Style is
Yeah.
coming out hard. To all the
In the
black range of the
words.
queen.
Yeah.
That'll give you 14
Bro.
shots to the
14
dome.
shots to the dome.
This might give
And
88
represent
its toughest run.
Back
the
I'm
fuck up.
telling you now.
Back the fuck up. Came out that 90, wasn't it?
Mhm. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm telling you, yes. Yep. This
Yep.
might give 88 a real run
93
for
was
its
a hell of a
money
year,
right now.
boy.
Because right now,
Into
this
the
shit
state.
right here, look how many. Look, you had backpack rap, you had West Coast rap, you had East Coast rap, you had everything covered in that year.
I was gonna say
If you
y'all,
if you didn't
see,
if you didn't find nothing you like, you just didn't like rap music. Period.
and this to me was the transition year that y'all said that 88 was. This was
another
where
one.
the styles. This was where
Yeah.
the styles further
Yeah.
blossomed and grew out
Yeah,
more than
agree. I agree.
88 was the transition, in my opinion. It was the transition
Mhm.
of nobody come out with that whack shit, but also
Mhm.
too, albums became like the standard. Because remember when we tried to build this and we looked at 85, 86, 87, all we was
Yeah.
able to go with was singles.
Singles
Yes.
for
All
sure.
we was
Yeah.
able to
Right.
all we was able to go with
Yeah.
was
Every
singles.
song
We
on the
couldn't
album
add
is a
the
banger.
lyrics.
Yeah.
What
Right.
they
What it
say?
was
No,
was
not even
88.
there wasn't
Those
albums.
skips.
I'm saying like there
Yeah.
wasn't albums is that part. You know what I'm saying?
88 is when hip
Oh,
hop
okay.
could
I
no
see what
longer
you-
be ignored. It was everywhere in 88.
Right,
Right.
It was on the mainstream shit.
Right.
Then with this
Right.
year right here is when every region started coming out, developing their own sound. The South, the West, the Midwest.
being prominent,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Right.
even in them
Yep.
80 somethings, every region had their sound, but this was this was that branching of we know what the backpack, quote unquote, the backpack era, backpack rap is, by way of boot camp and buckshot in the video.
Right,
Literally,
right.
an era got named or a style got named just by somebody wearing a book bag in a video.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, and the tutelage of the late great Charlie Murphy letting Buckshot know how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
But 93 easy.
Man, I love that skit.
What else? Who else we got? Who else?
Right, damn.
Who else?
Now I'm gonna say
Who else
93
is on the
too.
vote?
I'm gonna say 93 as well.
Yeah, 93.
Well, that was my graduating year, so I got to go 93.
Same here.
What does that got to do with it? Focus on the music.
Because I was in a space. Look, I've already was gone, like you said, 88 to 92. You still was rocking a lot of that 88 stuff. 93, I was really in a space where I'm like, hip hop is gonna be here to last. You know what I'm saying? Because it was still in a trial basis in the 5 years. A lot of radio stations wasn't trying to really give it love, but 93 they didn't have a choice.
That's it. It was now cracking the
It
top 10 on
exploded.
every radio station. MTV
Yeah.
had to start showing it.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
They started putting
Yeah.
hip hop on the pop charts because that's what everybody was listening
Yo
to.
MTV raps, all the
That's it.
video shows started popping up
Tyrone,
everywhere.
your
You know
vote?
what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? In 93, the Wu-Tang filmed that what it was. I don't know if it was Method Man. I don't know which video it was. It was Method Man or Protect
Protect
Your
Your
Neck
Neck.
video. But they literally just was like out in a parking lot somewhere, just like looking bad. Like they looked like they was struggling, and they was just out there. And that video was on MTV, dog. And you can't get no better than that.
No,
So
that's where the
so 93
authenticity
is your vote?
is. That's organic. That's the organic of it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So Tyrone is 93 your vote? Or Tyrone froze. Yep. He froze in thought. TJ, your vote is 93?
Yo, but you know what we're talking about? Because we're talking about music videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit that don't exist anymore, really. You were
Right.
looking for it when the album dropped. You said, I
Mhm.
can't wait to see the video. You know what I'm saying? Look what the Scenario video did. Look at all them Puffy movies he did on video. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson was, got RIP. He kicked it off with the video being a movie and shit.
Yeah.
But these
Absolutely.
dudes put it on our level where it was relatable to us, and that
Yep.
shit was bananas. Belly is a fucking video, a 2-hour video. You know what I'm saying? Like, they made
Now-
movies off of videos.
This is going to be the last one for today. This is crazy how long
man.
these have been taken, but this is going to be the last one for today. 1994 versus 1995. Before my daughter was ever even thought of.
Jesus. Lord, Jesus.
Damn, man. Come on.
I'm going to start with 9-4.
Oh,
all you hope. Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
I know you got it pulled up on the side. I know you
Illmatic
ready? You ready?
is going to be one in
I
the
got
next years.
Yeah, that's at the beginning. That's at the very top.
Yep.
At the top.
Yep.
Let me add Tyrone back.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
gotta be
back.
at the top.
Yo,
Gotta
them
be at the
first
top.
four, boy.
Illmatic, Southern Playalistic, and Ready to Die.
Actually, that
And
first,
my
that
favorite
first,
Gangstar
Oh
album.
my,
My
Hard to
favorite
earn.
oh
Gangstar
my
album.
God.
My
the
favorite
first 10
Scarface
albums,
album.
man.
Yes, sir.
Ill
Jesus
Community, Sunrises
Christ.
in the East, to Cows, Gravedigger 6 Feet
Mm.
Deep,
Mm.
Warren G,
Tight.
the main ingredient. There's a dark side. Arguably Redman's best album, and that's an argument. You know, people could fight amongst themselves.
Oh, yeah, of
You got
course.
the Brat Functified. You got the Brat Big
Word
Mike.
Life.
Yeah, fuck what y'all
Mm.
Word
saying.
Life.
Big Mike, something serious is my shit. Word Life. Casual,
OC.
Fear Itself.
Ooh.
This is the
Between the
skippable
Rocket
album
Band
on the
was a good album.
Fugees.
What?
Slept on.
Yep.
Slept on.
Artifacts.
Yeah.
Artifacts.
Blunt on
Keith
reality.
Murray's
Blunt
Most
on
Beautiful
reality.
List.
Blending on
MOP
reality.
to the
Come on.
death. Rapping Forte.
Yes.
Esham.
I mean,
This
wait,
is
I
another
take
year
offense-
where
I take offense to Blunted on Reality being the skippable album on the Fugees when it was only that and the score. I mean, when you compare it to
Murder.
the score, I mean, you can't. What
Yeah.
you want to say?
when
you
you
know what I mean?
but all right, there's nothing to be offended by, Tyrone, because when you mention people, a lot of people don't even remember the fact that the
Murder was the
Fugees had an
case.
album before the score.
That's right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they not us, Dan. Them people ain't us.
No shit.
And I'm just
And-
saying
and
that
90
it seemed like you was putting
and-
it seemed like you was putting
and-
a fight on that
and-
album. That's how it felt to me.
And Tyrone and 94 ain't like 95. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Jesus.
Only built for
goodness.
Cuban Links, the infamous Liquid
that the
Source,
Tribe album?
Return.
Yes.
Where? Which one? There's no Tribe album. Where do you see Tribe?
No, it's no
Oh
Tribe
no, I
But you
thought I
see
saw
the-
a Tribe album.
You see
Living
Living
Proof.
Proof. You see Dog Food,
Dog Food.
East 99,
He's 99.
Shining.
Ooh.
Lab Cabin, California, Goodfellas,
Yes.
Do or die.
Do or Die,
Spice One.
Friday.
First joint.
Jealous One,
Jealous
Still
One's
Envy,
Mm-hmm.
Nine
Fat Joe's
Lives.
best album.
Yeah.
I agree.
What you want, man?
Then 95 got my vote.
Before he went Miami, right, T? Before he went Miami.
Yep.
See, everything, anything that has
No puns rhymes.
only built, anything that has only built for Cuban links in it should always get the vote from O.
Pretty much. And the
Always.
infamous.
I can't even deny it. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Don't forget
Let
the
me get
Shining,
back
right?
Yeah.
That's 95, right?
Ah man. Come
Mhm.
on.
95 got my vote too.
Damn.
Who else? Who's next?
Yeah, that Goodfellas
Illmatic
album.
is getting knocked out.
But I'm
Oh,
gonna
Mona
go ahead
Lisa
and
was
say-
dopeness, of course.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I like the Blunted on Reality album, and Ready to Die is still one of my favorite albums ever. And Illmatic was there, and Tikal was there, and I'm taking 94.
Mm.
He's right. He's right.
94 goes with my fucking it goes with a summer school year for me in high school. I'm not gonna lie.
So you sad about it? Say a little salty.
Nah. Not at all. It's just the trend.
What
I'm
else
like,
was in
again,
94?
this is consecutive years, and the transition of what went to what next, like what next level. Ugh. Let's go back. Let
That's
me
the
pop
ace.
this back
No
up.
chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, pop 94 back in real quick.
Yeah, I need a recap of that.
Yeah.
You got to put this back, pop this back in the tape deck.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Illmatic,
man.
Southern
Come
Playalistic,
on, man.
Ready to Die.
Sun rises in the
Diary.
east. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Damn,
Man,
I
Cuba,
you know
2000.
what? I'm going
Yeah,
back.
Grand Puma
Yeah.
2000 was
you'll,
fire.
You'll see the number change when I put it back. I'm going with 94.
Nah, I'm saying what
This
I'm
is-
saying, man.
I'm
This
going
is
with 94.
nuts.
This is tough,
Because
man. This is
These two albums right here, 6 Feet Deep and There's a Dark Side.
Yeah.
And then The
Yeah.
Sun Rises in the East. That Come Clean.
Oh
That
my
Come
God.
Clean
Come
along
Clean?
with
Return of the
Mass
Prophet.
That
Appeal's
shit
beat
played for
came out.
6 months.
Listen to me. For me, I don't care what this album did or what this album did. When I heard Mass Appeal and that Come Clean, pause.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
God damn it.
Yeah, man.
And then that Gravedigger 6 Feet Deep,
Yeah,
I
man.
played more than
Yeah.
I played that
Cream.
Gravediggers album more than
That
anything
Gravediggers
on here.
video was crazy too.
Well,
Yo, Diary of a Madman.
Yeah.
Listen,
That
I
shit
played
came out.
94.
you make a valid point, man. You make a valid point, man, because Preem was in his bag, man. Ooh, he was
Yeah,
in his
man.
bag.
The whole year.
Yeah, because he did the Illmatic now. So, you know,
He was on
Yeah.
Illmatic. He was on
he was
Illmatic.
in his bag.
What?
He was in his bag.
What I want to just point out too is the fact that in a lot of circles, Biggie Smalls is mentioned as one of the greatest rappers of all time. He's in everybody's top 10, and y'all don't realize
Right.
this is based on 2 albums. My man was
He's
on
not
the
in my
line for
top
2
10.
albums, and
No.
Ready to Die was one of them. He might not be in your top 10, but I'm just saying the man is considered one of the greatest of all time. Based on 2
Absolutely,
albums.
absolutely.
And Ready
Absolutely.
to Die,
But
and Ready to Die was one of those 2. So
but the fact that guess what? We don't have to hang our hat on that commercially successful of Biggie-ness, that we could go to so many other layers of that year and be like, damn, this shit kills stuff from other years, and then just use a Biggie, use a Nas as the quote unquote cake toppers or icing.
Yes.
Like
That's
we don't
what
even
it
have
is.
to bring them up.
Those are the anchors of that year.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, we
Those
don't
are
even
the
have to
anchors of
bring
that
them
year.
up. Right.
And again,
That Mass Appeal album was stupid, man. That Mass Appeal album was stupid.
listen, man. From a
Bad beat on
producer's
that album, man.
he said
Yeah.
Preem was in his bag because I forgot about Unbelievable on the Biggie album. Come on, man.
Yeah, you right.
man.
You right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What else is
Yeah.
on there? Souls of Mischief.
Yeah, Preem
Mike
was
Geronimo.
Souls of
and
Miss.
then there was
Yeah,
an
come
interesting
on,
question on
man.
the
Somebody
comments
said-
that popped up. I don't know if we should
What?
address it. I didn't get to read it all.
No, I popped it up just to pop it up. It wasn't that serious a comment.
Oh,
He asked what happened to the chicks Biggie used to diz up on their chest.
oh.
It wasn't that serious. That's the homie. It wasn't that serious a question. But where we going, y'all? It's 2-1 so far.
Hey,
Can I mention
it's
something about that
94
shit, though?
kicking down the door.
Can I mention something about that
94
skit
for
when
TJ?
Biggie said the girl wanted me to shit
94,
on her, the boy
man.
was like, shit on her like fuck her and don't call her back, shit on her. And Biggie was like, no, she wanted me to cock my ass. I was shit on her chest, like literally shit. I was dying, bro.
Come on, man. That
man,
song with Meth and Big, the what? That shit
Yeah.
was fire when that
Yeah,
when
man.
people couldn't
Yeah.
believe Meth was rhyming with Big on that album. That was
Yeah.
phenomenal work right
That
That
there.
was a smart move by both of them at that time
Right.
when they were rising.
Yeah.
That was a smart
Yep.
move to go do that
Yep.
collab.
Yep. And
And
it paid off for both of them tremendously.
And it just goes to
Absolutely.
show that.
And Wu-Tang and Biggie had beef.
You're right. That's
outside
what
of
I
it.
was about to say.
They did. They
It
did.
just
Believe
goes
it or
to
not.
show that certain guys, like that was an era where we know what this is going to be. Let's put this shit aside and get busy. You know what I mean? Because they didn't even like each other.
Yeah,
It was beef
yeah.
there.
No,
They
no,
still
Meth.
put
Yeah.
that
No.
on.
And
It was
Meth, Meth
No,
it
went
was-
Big
Meth
was
went on
good.
the low.
it was certain members of Wu-Tang with certain members
Right.
of Big in his camp. Meth was always the neutral party in most of the shit.
Yeah, Meth
Yeah,
was good.
You my
Yeah.
squad, you my squad.
And
dog.
then they-
Also, you gotta give credit to the baby
True,
oil
indeed.
villain. Because he knew having Meth on that with Big was a smart move.
All right, but
Baby,
can we vote before? Forget reminiscing now. Can we get these votes in?
94. 94.
So far, it's 3-1. Yeah, I think I got you already, Benz. It was me,
Okay.
Benz,
Okay.
and TJ, and I think TJ with 94. Big O stood
All
on
day.
95.
I picked 94.
It's over. Jamal,
I'm gonna go with 94.
All right, so
There's too much
Damn.
only
monumental
myself,
shit going on that year.
yeah, only myself and O stood on like separate blocks on certain things. I didn't think that this was going to be this swift the ass kicking for most.
It's
It
not really
wasn't.
an
But
ass
We had to
kicking,
go
man.
back to
It just,
94.
yeah. You had
We
to go
had to
back,
go
like,
back to 94 to really see.
yeah,
Because
it's just
95 was
the
that
amount
good.
of stuff. It wasn't like it was that much better. It just the sheer amount of stuff by year.
Yes.
yes, but
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
the
Some years
sheer-
had way
the
more
sheer-
quality than other years. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, but because we now gotta get out of here on this one. Maybe next week we're gonna finish this tournament because who thought that I didn't think it was gonna take this long. Usually at 32 we can knock out, but god damn it, this
hard.
this is where the bloodshed, slow singing, and flower bringing just may come in. We got 97 versus 04 next week.
Mm.
88 versus 94.
That should have been a
No.
championship. That should have been
No.
a championship match right there.
No. Yeah.
No, we
man.
93 versus 2000 next
A
week.
year that's gonna win, that's not supposed to win, is gonna win, man. This is bullshit.
And
man.
no, but 96 versus 98. Now here's the problem in your
Oh.
statement, TJ. Here's the problem in your statement. Every one of these years left have the absolute right of being thought of as the best ever. I know you old niggas
Oh,
and
no,
older
man.
than y'all want 88. I know y'all old niggas want 88.
Oh man.
It's gonna be a 90s year.
I said
I'm just calling
93
it.
was
No
going to give it.
bias.
I said that one of the 90s years, 93 or 94, is going to give it a run because of the depth of the year.
Yeah.
It's so much quality. This is
They-
it's about to get real personal. It's about to get real personal, B, because now he's going to start really reminiscing about where we was at when these
Not-
albums dropped. man.
Oh, Tyrone's
gonna
gonna
be
tell
a
us about
personal
every
story.
house he got chased out of.
It ain't gonna be as personal as Curtis trying to throw the NBA draft in there like that had something to do with hip hop. Like,
But 1996's NBA draft was a pretty damn good draft. No, Kobe?
yeah,
Or was
I mean,
Kobe
I'm
the
just
year
saying,
before?
though.
You know,
I don't
Well,
know.
yeah.
Ask Tyrone. He be talking to him.
Yeah, Kobe was
Right.
96.
Kobe said, "Fuck y'all."
rest easy to Kobe Bryant all day, every day, man.
Yo, we
Hey,
got to clip that
please
one.
no-
That's a classic
please,
right there.
please know that is not hate, y'all. We all got love for Kobe for sure, for
All
sure.
day long.
Hear this
But
shit.
he did lead off the show talking about I was talking to him the other day. When I'm alone in my room and I stare at the wall, I see that 24 jersey call.
Mm, mm.
That's
He
what
said
nobody wanna
the
talk
listeners are low down as a motherfucker. Oh shit! And with that being said, yo, Benz, you know what to do. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you, brothers, as always. Shout out to everybody out there, getting it in, getting their hustle in. You know what I'm saying? And looking forward to next week. I mean, it's really gonna be some furniture moving this time. So yeah. Mhm.
Yes. And this time we're gonna try to get more people on. I know promotions on my end was a little weak, but we all got to try to push for more people on to because we're really down to the weight, Tyrone. It's up to you.
Yeah, I had fun. My team, my year is still in the running, and I think that I'm still going to take this tournament. I think I'm going to be vindicated because y'all done took my vindications and flushed them down the toilet. But but I know the hate is real. I know the hate is real. In love, if the hate is real on me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next week, and just shout out to Kobe, and that's it. That's all I got. Oh, I mean Jamal.
Yo, great show, man. This is always a challenge. Chopping it up, trying not to let too much age bias creep in. But hey, man, you can't help it if you was alive during the greatest eras. It is what it is. Shout out to Bins, Big O, Lisper, TJ Mayer. Peace to Ishtar. Peace to Disabled Planets. Peace to Ill Magic.
Oh,
Damn. That's a hell of a roster.
Hold up. My bad. I'm saying eating lunch/dinner.
of course, like always, it's either getting ice, doing laundry.
Yeah, doing laundry, all that, man.
Inviting us
eating
to
chicken
barbecues that
sandwiches.
he's having.
No
Yeah.
barbecue this time around, man.
Hey, don't let them talk to you like that. At least you got the fez off your back, man. That's a good thing for you. You got them fez off your back.
Now he got to worry about ice, baby.
Nah, I'm kind of tight, man. Kid Rock ain't getting no love this week, man. But it's all good. But nah, man, great show, man. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed, reminiscing and thinking about all the music I was listening to on the Q43 going to high school, man. All them years, man. I'm still shocked that 95, met his demise today, but whatever, man. It's what it is, man. It was up against some good solid competition.
Purple team can't win everything. Purple team
Yes,
can't
they
win
can.
everything. Chill.
Purple tape and Infamous, by the way. But nah, man, it was that just goes to show you that next week is gonna be a sight to see, man. It's gonna be a lot more fun than it was today. You know what I mean? So great show. Looking forward to next week, man. Shout out to the listeners. Shout out to you guys, man. TJ, on to the next.
Yeah,
The
no,
gummy grabbed the hell out of him.
No, I was waiting for the school bus to pass. But first of all, fuck y'all for next week, because I'm not looking forward to that shit. Are you kidding me? This shit is personal, bro. This is personal, yo. I don't know why y'all so excited to get in there and to get I can't wait for next week. No, nigga, no. I am not looking forward to that shit. All right? Because I might say some shit you might not like. You might not like me the week after either. And shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, B. This shit it's about to get real personal up in here, man. Feelings will be hurt. And I'm not going to hold back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say what I feel. I'm going to stand on business. I'm going to undress somebody next week, B. And it's not going to be pretty, man. This is not. This is not for play, man.
You'll have them naked like New Jack City.
Hey, yo.
Go ahead, Dan, man. That's the way I feel, man. Shout out to everybody.
Oh, man. Shit. The way I feel is, damn, some of that laughter helped like loosen my body up, but then my body crumbles back into the ball that it was in yesterday because I've been in pain, fucking throwing up like crazy. I don't even know from what, where, why, how, but whatever. It wasn't from eating anything that had the beloved Hooks Rubs on it. I'll just tell you that now. It wasn't from Hooks Rubs at all because everything that Hooks Rub touches is immaculate. 20% off your order using that code starting 5.
I ain't had no crow sandwiches this week.
Nah, not at all. That should be good. But up in the boonies where my brother's at, I probably could find the whole Crow family from the fucking the golden era cartoons somewhere up here, running from a damn bear. Something. I haven't seen I wanted to see a damn bear when I came up here, but I guess yesterday's fucking spastic weather change made shit run out and run back somewhere. I don't know.
There in the spring, summertime, that's when you'll see them. They'll be out and about.
No thanks. This is called too far. This is called too far. But enough of that, though. We done. I gotta recover my body some more. Get back inside to the family home. This family dinner Sunday. Peace.
All right.
See y'all next week.
Slow
singing and flower bringing.
singing.
I'm